Dear Director of the National Museum of Sardinia, I am one of the numerous branches of this historical museum directed by you. Each of us tells in great detail the life in the old days of Nuragi. But perhaps not every piece of bronze has as many admirers, as many stories to tell as I do. I am a launeddas player, sonnus dicana, a musical instrument that has never stopped playing on this island. Still today, many students of my students learn the art of playing this antique and unique instrument and pass it on with the religious fidelity and devotion to their students, just as my own teacher did with me, and as I do with my followers, and so forth from generation to generation. According to the chronicles, I was found in the countryside between Itiri and Uri, which still argue about my discovery. And that's in addition to continuously bickering each other for possession of the Abbey of Paulis, municipality of Itiri, but parish of Uri, which is so dear to all treasure hunters. It seems that among the ruins of that abbey, there's still a ghost of that white friar, an archaeologist, scholar, hermit, killed and thrown there into that well 50 years ago. But let's go back into my discovery in the early 1900s. I was mistaken for a small statue of a saint, perhaps because I was found near a church. However, that is still to be proven. But the lady who had me in the custody believed so, and was careful to place me in the same drawer next to her dear departed and to some other various statues of saints and madonnas, that she addressed daily with the prayers. She covered me with the handkerchief, which perhaps even more accentuated my strong and raw relief, and immediately called the parish priest, telling him about the discovery of this Santuzzo Maleducado. The priest immediately understood the misunderstanding and informed right away the superintendent Taramelli, that immediately recognized me as a product of Nuragic epoch and transferred me to the Museum of Cagliari, where I still reside, seated hence far, but not too far, from 1907. And yes, it is true, this male and female protuberances of mine, which have nothing to do with contingent and banal eroticism, perhaps saved me from ending up in some private collector's shop window, far, far from my land. But at other times they have created some degree of embarrassment, enough to be completely deprived of it, as in 1937 publication of, Diorama of Music in Sardinia, or to be represented with a large box like Capitolina statues, which in 2010 had to cover my private parts in order to not offend the illustrious Iranian guest. Apart from the trivial jokes about the length of the fourth kanna, even going as far as to hypothesize the use of some quite comfortable instrument holder used in cabras as an imitation of my fashionum. Some funny situations are created when my cheesy copies and imitations are placed side by side with the copies of bronze statues like Latatori di Uta, creating a sort of Nuragic red light short film. The music of the launeddas, with its long and complex relationship between maestro and student, is structured in such a way as to transmit itself unchanged. This ancestral sound, which has remained unchanged for centuries, generates a strong emotional impact in all listeners, which makes this instrument an authentic element of profound and proud cultural identification. Perhaps it is also for this reason that still today nobody should dare to say that what I'm playing is not Launeddas. In the investigation of the dark, distant and uncertain past, scientific rigor and doubt are the must. But some obvious hypotheses must still be done. Some luminaries are still trying to convince themselves and the world that what I'm blowing are not Launeddas, simply because the reeds in my mouth are not visible. With a little common sense and without getting a CAT scan, to blow these double reeds, or even better, 3 friscaletti at the same time, and deduce that perhaps, even if they're not seen, they're just simple reeds. Launeddas reeds. Contextualizing and understanding that certain functional objects remain very similar for centuries, simply because if you know how to do things, you continue making them that way, and the habitat remains. Estaramelli, who worked a pickaxe and seen clearly as well as the dozens of scholars who examined me. Oh, and by the way, the semi-spherical cap that I wear on my head is not a copula cap. Or maybe it is. I don't remember where I bought it. This continuous controversy about the origins, about the external influences, and about who was born first are really starting to tire me. Many things have happened in these centuries. Many of my friends, so distant in time and space, Cantigas in Spain, Iona in Scotland and others, have experienced the sound of the 3 barrels, while my musician friends from Tunisia and Lebanon and Egypt, from Etruria and Rome and Greece, have remained fond of the 2 barrels. In the large Mediterranean family, where everyone expressed their culture in their own way, the Launeddas are the only ones left with 3 rods. This unicum, a proud cultural identification of this land, allow me to tell you, dear director, is to be thoughtfully protected, studied, and preserved. Maybe what you play today are not exactly that same instrument that I was blowing. Let's say mine is a grandfather or grandmother of the current Launeddas. But it has still remained a parent no matter what. And with this, I hope to satisfy everybody's curiosity and close the controversy. Oh, and one last appeal also for my showcase friend Ginani's horn player, who also followed me in the last trip to the exhibition in the Mediterranean tour. Unfortunately, at the end of the 1950s, someone carelessly broke and lost the instrument he used to play. And now he feels useless and no longer able to transmit all that information of which he was a custodian. It would be so easy to give him back his historic role. It would be enough to just give a good explanatory caption. However, it would be even better idea to set up a Wunderkammer, where all the ancient musicians of this museum could be brought together in one display, as were many, I know at least a dozen, to amaze the future visitors who will come to pay us a visit. Wish you good work and good music.